Final month in the summer movie season has passed, and I actually saw quite a lot of movies in August. However, a lot of them were older movies, and only 5 of them were new movie releases. But with that being said, I'm here to rank the 5 new movie releases that I saw in August from worst to best. Number 5, The Naked Gun. I went into this movie with decently high expectations, as the reviews for this movie were really good, and the original Naked Gun was one of my favorite comedy movies that I watched growing up with my dad. I even took my dad to this movie on opening night. We were actually, unfortunately, kind of underwhelmed with this one. I think it's just more we've heard and seen these jokes before, so they just didn't necessarily land as well as they did when we saw them for the original movie. That being said, our movie theater had a great time, and there was a bunch of laugh out loud moments. Number 4, Caught Stealing. A movie that kind of came and went under the radar of pretty much the entire general audience. Austin Butler and Zoe Kravitz deliver a really good performance in this Guy Ritchie style New York action movie with Russian mobsters and Hebrew mobsters in a kind of wrong place, wrong time, in a movie that's surprisingly violent with some dark comedy. But if you like those Guy Ritchie style movies like The Gentleman, I think you'll really enjoy this one. Number 3, K-pop Demon Hunters. Easily the biggest surprise of the movie season for me. I clearly wasn't the target audience for this one, but I had a great time with this one watching with my wife and kids. This is an animated movie that's 50% really good concert with really catchy songs and 50% really good story. My only wish is that this got a massive theatrical release, because globally I really think this could have been the biggest movie of the summer. Number 2, Highest to Lowest. A Spike Lee and Denzel Washington paired movie where Denzel gives a classic Denzel performance as he's this music mogul in New York that turns into this ransom movie with his son and his son's best friend, and progresses into this, kind of beautiful story of Denzel finding himself again while trying to get his son's friend back. That's eventually concluded with one of the best musical pieces that I've seen this year from a super talented musician who's got a great voice and a pianist who's absolutely phenomenal. At number 1, Weapons. Very similar to Longlegs last summer, that this was the biggest anticipated horror movie coming into this summer. Wasn't the scariest movie that I've ever seen, but still a really good movie to watch, especially in theater. A story about a classroom of elementary kids who all leave their homes at 2:17 a.m. and then the movie is told over 6 parts, over 6 different major characters in this movie, over different time periods of the movie, giving you a non-linear story that's intense to follow, but also surprisingly really funny, with one of the craziest third act finales that I can remember seeing.